Control tower, this is flight FH2187, just reporting in suspected engine malfunction. Flight controls seem unresponsive and losing altitude. Hang on a minute. This control tower, I am going to need an assist. We are going to, I lost controls. We're gone. I can't pull up. I'm going down. Look out.
Got to get out of here. I don't want to be around here with all that fuel leaking. You can see just how much damage the crash has done. You can see how the helicopter went this way, just knocking over anything in its path. You can see this tree's just snapped straight over. Okay, I should be far enough away from the crash now. The first thing you always want to do if you're in a crash, get as far away as possible, especially if it's got something like fuel or anything that could blow up. It could severely injure you. Okay, now the first thing you want to do is look for a vantage point, so you can assess the land and see where your best options are. But since you can see this is just flat, I can't see a good vantage point. So if you can't find a vantage point, then the next thing you want to do is try to find a river, and then you want to follow that, because that will lead to a body of water, which is my best bet for finding civilization. Look at this. This is why you want to keep an eye out. You want to always look at what's around you. Got some animal droppings, which means there's definitely food around and there's got to be water somewhere. If animals are living here, good stuff. Okay, look here. Come. You can see where they've been eating a capsicum. They haven't got through the whole thing. Left a bit. Now this is really good. Fruit like this, not only is it good food, it's got a good amount of water in it as well. Now, it may not look the most pleasant thing since it's been lying in the ground, but you can see it's not rotten and it looks still fine to eat. Now with things like this, due to them having water in them, you don't want them to go off, you want to eat them right away. So it's gonna be a good snack. You can just see there's just no shade around here. But I think I can see some bigger trees down there. It's very important that I get a bit of shade. You don't want to become dehydrated. from walking in the sun all day. Okay, now I'm just about to enter the thicker tree cover. That'll be good, that'll give me some shade. Hopefully, they'll lead to a stream. See, look here, come here. You see here, it's an old animal carcass. Got all your bones. It's old and rotten though. No meat on there, nothing I can use. Okay, I finally made it to the shade. That sun was unforgiving. So tired after that. Now, the sun's probably at its peak now, and you never want to wear yourself out too much. So I'm thinking the best thing I can do is just rest for an hour or so, wait for the sun to go down a bit, it'll cool off a bit, and I'll be a bit better rested. Okay, so I've just made this quick makeshift resting spot. You can see, just simply laid some sticks along there. Now, the whole purpose of this, it'll keep me off the ground, no bugs will crawl on me, and also under a tree, nice bit of shade, keep me nice and cool. And I'll just use this to rest for a few hours, and then I'll be off again. Climb up here, sit down, rest back. Okay, by the looks of the sun, it's roughly, I'd say, about 2 hours later. You can definitely feel in the air, it's just cooled off a bit. Much nicer. Had a good rest, got a bit of my energy back. It's time to keep going. Okay, come look over here. See, finally found a river. You can see it's stagnant, not running at all. So I can't drink this. But from the look of things, it used to run that way before it dried out a bit. So I'm going to follow it that way, and hopefully that'll lead me to a body of water. Here, you can see here where the water used to run down, but it's been dried out for quite some time. You can tell by just how dry the dirt is on the bottom of it. Anyway, got to keep moving. What I've just found, it's an old pipe system. Now normally this would be massive cause for celebration, but you look at how damaged everything is. It's all broken, destroyed, which leaves me really worried that the people who used to use this no longer need it. Clearly it hasn't been used in a while. Look over here. You just see there's more of this broken old pipe. Look at this. Blackberry bush. You've got to be so careful around bushes like this. You can see all the spikes right down this vine. Really dangerous. You don't want to get too many cuts out here. If one cut gets infected, you're in big trouble. Quick. Look at this. Ah! Oh, a bit of barbed wire. Gotta be so careful with that. Oh, look, I did. Just cut myself. Oh, that was just silly. I got overly excited, wasn't watching where I was going. Look what happened. Oh, I'll have to find a way to clean that. The last thing I want is that getting infected. You gotta watch for little things like this. You can say it's a sign that people have been here, like these tyres just here, is what I was pointing at. But they're so old, no one's had these for a while. Okay, now I need to get this cut washed as fast as possible. That barbed wire was so rusty, I have no doubt that this will get infected, but I just can't clean it in this water. It's not running, it's not fresh, this will make it worse. So I gotta find some fresher, clearer water to clean it out. Okay, look, I can see if I keep going on the side of the river I'm on at the moment, just how dense it is and how hard that's going to be to cross. But if I look on the other side, it looks a lot clearer, a lot easier. Now, if you can, you want to take the easier way. There's a lot more chance I'm going to cut myself, could injure myself that way. So I'll need to see if I can find a way to cross this river. Oh, yep, look, over here, if I just go back a bit, there's this old fallen over tree. It'd be perfect. Just what I'm after. But you've got to be so careful. If I fall off that, break an ankle. When doing this, always all four limbs. You never want to be just on your feet. You want to always have your hands on the log. Yeah, this looks a lot better. See how much clearer it is. Okay, you can see it's starting to open up a bit now. I reckon this is going to be my best opportunity to make shelter for the night. I really don't want to be out here in the dark. So what my best spot is along the riversides where I'm going to set up camp, and I'm going to keep following it tomorrow. Look at this, this is perfect. Couldn't ask for any better than this. Look, it's got two beams, been there. It's already got a bed, so all I need to do, lay some sticks across there, get some nice padding, lay it across there, and I'll be golden. You never want to make it too complicated shelter. You don't want to exert all your energy into making a shelter. I reckon I'm going to need a lot of it tomorrow. Okay, so I've just finished the construction of my shelter. You can see, just a nice simple design. I've laid some sticks over my two pillars. Then once that's all done, got some bushy branches, laid them on top. What that'll do is it'll keep the sun off me. And if it rains, keep me nice and dry. And then I've got this nice rock as a bed. I've got some of these ferns on the side of the river. Now, they'll just act as a pillow. I don't need any padding for my body. That can handle a bit of a rough night's sleep, but you don't want your head banging on a rock. Now that that's all done, this will keep me nice and happy for a night. But before I rest, I want to go out and see if I can't find any food before it gets too dark. Okay, so normally when you've got a nice little small river like this, there's normally always some sort of food growing alongside it. So many plants will just grow along here. So my best bet is finding food is just to have a look around here, see if I can't find any. Quick, come over here, look at this. Hey, this is what I mean. Nice and close to the river, just got a little carrot bush. See? You can see the carrot in there growing. I'm going to pull that out. There we go. Nice carrot. Now that's a good find. That'll give me a nice bit of dinner, a nice bit of energy keep me going on my. Okay, I'll get this back to camp and I'll start eating it. Okay, just got back to my camp. I'm about to have my dinner. Look, I've thought about starting a fire, but the stuff around here, it's all just damp and I don't want to waste my energy. I think the best thing I can just do now is have a bite to eat and rest up for tomorrow. Okay, now this is where you got to be so careful. It may look like I've still got a lot of light left, but in this part of the world, sunset's about 10 minutes. So the last thing I want is to be wandering around and to get lost in darkness. So it may look light, but that's why I'm going to sleep now. I've just woken up. Must be the middle of the night. Oh, it's freezing. I can hear there's definitely something out there rattling around. I've got no idea what it could be. Oh, I've got to try to get some respite in this freezing cold. Oh, let's hope there's not too much of this night left. Well, I can't say that was a good night's sleep. You could hear throughout the night there was definitely a few different animals roaming around near here. You could hear them. They certainly keep you up. I guess I gotta keep moving. I need to find some water soon or I'm gonna be in big trouble. Just look at how muddy this is getting. That's actually a really good sign. Means if the ground's this muddy, this wet, means there must be a big body of water somewhere nearby. I've just got to keep going. Hold up a second. Now I think I can hear waves in the background. Really good, we must be getting close to a beach. Sure I can hear some. Finally made it out onto this beach. Tell you what, that last bit wasn't easy. You just look at how thick and gluggy this stuff is. You can see where I went in before. Put his foot in it, didn't realise how soggy it was, foot went straight through. Gotta be careful. Okay, now the first thing I've got to do now that I've got down to the beach is I want to clean my cup. The last thing I need is not getting infected now, so I'm going to head out. That looks like a good spot to clean it out there. What you want to do, you get a nice handful of water. You want to brush the cup with it, make sure you get all the dirt away from it. And then just nice, simple, you just want all the dirt away from it. Give it a nice and clean. You want to make sure you do this. You do not want to forget about it, leave it, it gets infected, you're in big trouble. Okay, that looks good. It's looking good. Now, this is going to be hard to navigate this stuff. You can just see how much your feet get stuck in it. But I've got to keep going. This is my best. If I follow this beach, it's my best shot at finding civilization. I've been walking for what feels like must be 2 or 3 hours. Starting to feel a bit dehydrated. Haven't drank anything since the crash. Starting to lose a lot of energy. I've just got to keep pushing on. Thank goodness I finally made it to the end of that horrible sandy mud. There is one good thing about that soggy, muddy sand. It contains lots of nutrients. You can tell that by just how colourful everything on this bank is. Now what I'm hoping is one of these trees will grow me a bit of food or something I can eat. So I've got to just keep an eye out and hopefully I'll find something. You've got to be careful when you're walking on this sort of stuff. See how it just cracks? You've got to watch the logs like that. You don't put your foot through and break an ankle, getting it stuck under these logs. You've got to be really careful. Look, we may be in for a bit of luck. Now I'm gonna have a look at this. Oh yeah, there is. There's an apple up here. Found a nice little apple tree. Now, I've got to get up and get that because it may be my only source of hydration or food for miles. But it looks so simple, just a little bank, but you've got to be so careful. These things are so easy. Look at that, just to fall off, and then you can still severely injure yourself if you fall off that. Last thing you want is hitting your head, going unconscious. You may not wake up. You've got to be so careful. You feel putting your weight on this sort of stuff, how wobbly it is. It's not a good bet. You want to be very careful. A good amount of pressure. You want to get over that. Put a foot on this rock. Feels solid. You just want to feel the trees before you put your weight on them. Feel them. Pull yourself up. Grab this. And then how I recommend getting down, there's no point rushing it by jumping. You just want to get down, sit down on your bottom, slide off like that, just like that, and that is the safest way to get up there without rushing it, without risking anything. I got my prize. So over here, this looks like a perfect spot to sit down, have a bit of rest, and eat my apple. What you want to do is, since you're so thirsty, haven't had much water, you take a bite out of it, on that, and rather than just eat it like that, you want to suck the moisture out of it, suck the water out of it. It's the best way to hydrate yourself. Get some moisture out of the apple. Really good. These sort of fruits contain a lot of water. They're really good at times like this. Just look over here. Look what I've just noticed. A twig. Surprisingly, It actually doesn't look too old. It's a really good sign. Rope looks quite new. Yeah, like, it doesn't look like anyone's been down here for a while, but it's not too old. It's a very good sign. Look at this. Another sign of people nearby. There's definitely people around here somewhere. An old bottle. That's quite old, but it's yet another sign that people can't be too far away. Here we are. I definitely know there's got to be people around here now. Look at this. Got someone's boat. Got an old bench as well. There's even a few toys around here. Tells me there's definitely people here. Someone definitely owns this. And look, I can see a track over there. I'm hoping that'll lead me to people. Look, we've got a power line up here. Quick, quick, quick. I think I can see a road sign. I think there's a road just up here. There is. Look, there's a building just over there. It's got a car and all. Looks like we finally made it out. That was one of the toughest things I've had to do. That took nearly everything I've got to make it out of there. But it shows with perseverance, you can get through anything. I hope if you ever get in this situation, you'll follow what I've told you. And like I said, with perseverance, you've got one hell of a good shot. Okay, now my first thing I want... Sorry, stop. One sec.
Yeah,
Okay, now I've just made this quick makeshift shelter. Now you can see it does all it needs to, the vitals. Keeps me off the ground. That'll mean if it rains, I won't be on the wet, soggy dirt. It also keeps me away from any predators, spiders that might be along the ground. I've also, you can see here, all I've done, simple structure, laid some sticks out along here. Nice sort of curve. I'll put some ferns on it, act as some padding. And then that'll act, you just climb on it. You just sit on that. Get nice and comfy. Then you've got, now it's not going to give you a great night's sleep, but it'll keep you safe and it'll do what it has to. Ah, be nice. Now, there is one good thing about that sand. Okay, sorry. Oh. Okay. Wait, stop. Delete. Look here, come here, quickly. Finally, found a river. Now, You can see it's clearly dead still and it's not running. Now they're the first signs. I can't actually drink this water, which is, I must admit, a bit disappointing, but you can never let your disappointment get the better of you. What I can do though is follow it, and it's going to lead me to a body of.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, you can see here where the water used to run down. Okay, start that one again. That's
Perfect.
Oh, sorry, where's that? Look over here, look quick. Even more signs of civilization. Got some old tires. But they've been here quite some time. You tell that, got all the guns in them. Yeah, no one's put them here recently. Nor any of this other stuff.
The brand new Mountain Dew box.
Yeah, we should get rid of that. I really... Actually, stop.
Dad? Just taking a video of it.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's good bait. Good thing. We may be in with a bit of luck. Look at that. Yeah, I think. Yeah, there is. There's still one up there. No, you didn't cut it. Look at this, we've got a power line. And
Oh, no, stop.